And we were reporting earlier on Storm Pia.
Yes, Storm Pia indeed has been causing some problems across the country, some disruption out and about. This was one of the pictures that's been sent to us of a truck that's toppled over the Barton Bridge on the M60. That's at Manchester's orbital ring road. And yeah, it is causing widespread disruption there. We've also seen some problems at the airports. These are the top gusts from Storm Pia, 81-mile-an-hour gusts in Shetland. We've had gusts into the 70s in parts of Scotland and also over the tops of the Pennines. So some very strong disruptive gusts of wind. Now, the centre of Storm Pia is actually quite away from our shores, and it will be bringing some damaging winds into Denmark as we go through the next 12 hours or so. What about the big day? Well, through Christmas Eve, it stays quite blustery with further patches of rain across the north and the west. Christmas Day, for most of us, we've still got a relatively mild flow of air, so it's more likely to be a grey Christmas than a white one with wet and windy weather conditions. But across northern Scotland, well, you might see a few snow showers working in there.
Hello there, good afternoon to you all. It's quite a mild start to this morning. Some of us woke up to temperatures in double figures. Now, through the course of this afternoon, that cloud looks to be a bit more broken to allow for those brighter spells, and it is going to stay windy. So widely, we're looking at gusts of around 40 miles per hour.
Thank you very much, Sophie. We'll have a little bit of good news to top and tail the weather, shall we? Because it has been quite a stormy day for some. Storm Pia today brought some lively conditions across the northeast of Scotland. Strongest wind gust, 81 miles an hour. But if you're on the move ahead of Christmas, that is the windiest spell we will see in the run-up to the big day. Now, the Storm Pia is now pushing off across into Denmark, where we've seen the windiest conditions here in around 8 years, 98-mile-an-hour gusts, and again, another very mild one. Milder still as we go into Christmas Eve. Could be one of the warmest Christmas Eves on record. Grey rather than white for Christmas Day, but I promised we'd finish with a little bit of good news, didn't I? Tomorrow is the winter solstice. Less than 6 hours of sunshine in Shetland, maybe, but it's the day where the days start to draw out again. Sophie.
Thank you. And we're on the eve of the shortest day of the year, the good news being they get longer after that.
Indeed, my favourite day of the year tomorrow.
Is it?
There's lighter days ahead.
Yes,
perfect.
True.
We need a bit of sunshine, though, because we've had a lot of grey weather of late. Very good evening, too, because we had the grey conditions today, but a bit of sunshine came out to end the day across the capital, and it'll be a similar sort of day tomorrow, but not quite as windy. Today's strong winds came courtesy of Storm Pia. That's this area of low pressure, which is now pushing across southern Norway and Denmark. Really strong winds there. But
we're not getting a lot of daylight, are we, right now?
We are not. And tonight, it's tomorrow, wouldn't be the time to have a lie-in, because tomorrow is actually our shortest day of the year. Yes, tomorrow it is the winter solstice, when the North Pole will be pointing away from the sun, marking the official start to winter in the northern hemisphere and summer in the southern hemisphere. It's our shortest day with just 7 hours and 49 minutes and 51 seconds of daylight in London. That's 8 hours and 49 minutes shorter than the summer solstice in June. And as we head north, if you take a look at the sunrise and sunset times, you'll notice that the hours of daylight decrease. So, for instance, in Shetland, it is going to be less than 6 hours of daylight. And the lack of sunlight won't help any ice to melt away where it does form. In fact, in Shetland at the moment, there is a weather warning. Let's take a quick look at where we do have those snow and ice warnings in place as we head through the next couple of days. As I mentioned, for Shetland, that one is in place at the moment. And then throughout tomorrow into Saturday, there is another snow and ice warning that kicks into place across much of the north of Scotland in particular. So if you're going to be travelling early in the morning, it could be quite slippery underfoot. Yeah, so all to play for over the next couple of days. But I think the main thing is to watch out for the snow and ice warnings. Obviously, lots of people travelling over the next few days. It could be quite slippery on the roads and also the pavements if you're doing a last-minute shop.
OK. All right, Alex. Thank you for that.